Sarah Boone had a plan, a twisted little game. Jorge never saw it coming, but she knew just the same. In the darkness of the night, with a smile so sly, she whispered, "Let's play a game," and he didn't ask why. She zipped him up tight in the suitcase of love. No air, no light, just the stars above. He thought it was a joke, just a lover's embrace. Sarah, he cried in that tight, dark space. Jorge was laughing, but his breath was thin. The walls were closing in as the fear kicked in. He called out a name, but it echoed in vain, while Sarah watched coldly, not a hint of pain. She zipped him up tight in the suitcase of love. No air, no light, just the stars above. He thought it was a joke, just a lover's embrace. Sarah, he cried in that tight, dark space. Love's a game of risk, a dangerous thing. In the suitcase of love, it's a deadly flame. Sarah's smile fades as the silence grows. In the suitcase of love, nobody knows. Morning came with silence, no breath to be found. Sarah unzipped the case, Jorge's last sound. She stared at the scene. What had she done? In the suitcase of love, there's no place to run. She zipped him up tight in the suitcase of love. No air, no light, just the stars above. He thought it was a joke, just a lover's embrace. Sarah, he cried in that tight, dark space. Love's a game of risk, a dangerous thing. In the suitcase of love, it's a deadly flame. Sarah's smile fades as the silence grows. In the suitcase of love, nobody knows. Love's a game of risk, a dangerous thing. In the suitcase of love, it's a deadly fling. Sarah's smile fades as the silence grows. In the suitcase of love, nobody knows.
Defense made a motion for a mistrial. Prosecutor was up to some fuckery. Potentially damaging evidence, no basis for it. The judge specifically said, do not ask that question. Do not use that as evidence. She walked right down the path and asked the question. It may be over on Tuesday morning. Batman Bruce Wayne bitch snitch. Gerald Brooks, your constitution does not apply to me because I'm a sovereign citizen, a traveler on the land, I'm the Moorian Empire or whatever, bitch snitch. Because they're so fucking absurd. If you want to be a sovereign citizen, just do yourself a favor first. Go to YouTube here and just get every sovereign citizen that's ever been recorded. Find me one that won. God dang, you're right. Don't go down this. It's not the path. Don't have time for stupidity. Some clever dick on the internet didn't find the great loophole in all of the world's law. Bitch snitch. God dang, you're right. God dang, you're right. Traveler on the land. Moorish Empire.
I think I can prove to a judge that both of these men had the mens rea.
What the hell is a mens rea?
It's a legal term the lawyers use. It just means the intention to commit a crime.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Mens rea?
Put the cuffs on him.
How could we have gotten mens rea? We take blood? Can you do it without taking blood? We both use condoms. How is this possible? I want to see a doctor. Can I have an independent blood test?
Money!
I feel sick.
What are you doing?
Mens rea! Oh! Oh! My God! No!
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, all that other stuff. I don't really care. I'm just glad you're doing it here with me, Legal Vices, on this little old channel I like to call Legal Vices. Hey, it's good to see you all again. We've been in Maritime Monday mode for the last 10 days, but we are here to run you up to the Sarah Boone trial. We've got 3 days before it's supposed to start. So today we're going to be looking at the infamous Suitcase video, and the arrest video. Tomorrow, we plan on watching the interrogation video, and then the following day, I plan on watching the most recent hearing. And Monday should be the start of the trial. If it does, it'll probably be jury selection. If jury selection is through some miracle streamed, we'll watch that. If it's not, which I highly suspect will be the case, because quite frankly, jury selection, voir dire as they call it where I'm from, is quite boring. And if they do decide not to stream the jury selection, we will probably play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game. We're in the middle of a trial on that game, and we need to get to part 3 so we can get through the trial. But all right, people, sorry for the very long introduction, but we had to debut the new song, Suitcase of Love. It's actually quite a sad little song if you listen to the lyrics. Rip George. We're going to talk a little bit. Like I said, we're going to watch the video. We're going to watch this infamous Sarah Boone cell phone suitcase video, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to go through the arrest video, the body cam footage, and talk about that as well. And while that's going on, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking some notes. Now, I mean, because this is with 2 years behind us. I think the last time I looked at these videos was 2 years ago. And she's made a lot of allegations, a lot of assertions. There's been a whole bunch of things going on since these videos first came out. And so I want to take some notes on the things that she says and compare and contrast that with some of the strategies that are going to be laid out and sort of telegraphed at the most recent hearing. And we can sort of see, how do they contradict each other? Does the evidence that we have here with the body cam footage and her cell phone, does that contradict the arguments they're making? Does it support it? Does it provide alternative explanations? We'll go through that together. Really quick here, we don't have a like and subscribe poll up yet, but I will get onto that once we get into the body cam footage. Once we get into the body cam footage, I'll put up a like and subscribe poll. But in the meantime, I would invite all of you to hit that like and the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed, just double check to make sure you are, because we are here and we are going to do the Sarah Boone trial gavel to gavel. You're not going to want to miss it. Subscribe, hit that notification button. Do not miss a single minute of the Sarah Boone trial. And we've got all of our stuff ready. We need your help though, chat. We need your help with the naming a cocktail. Drinkers know that a vodka and orange juice is called a screwdriver. Well, I have my vodka and Tang orange flavored powdered beverage. So we need a name. We need a name for the beverage. We need to name the cocktail. I'm thinking the name. I'm thinking we've got it here. It's going to be the Sarah Boone trial cocktail, the official cocktail of the Sarah Boone trial. I'm thinking of calling it the Boone Tang Suitcase, the Sarah Boone trial Tang Suitcase cocktail, the Boone Tang cocktail. That's the Boone Tang Suitcase. That's what I'm thinking of calling it. So it's okay. I'm thinking the Boone Tang suitcase. I'm thinking is what it might be. I'll throw up some names here and for the poll a little bit later, and we can vote on it. All right. With that out of the way, let's get into this because we do have a lot to get through in a relatively little bit of time. But the one thing we need to draw your attention to is right up here. We are on day 25 of releasing the emotional support potato pig dogs. They're right here. They're locked and loaded and ready to go. Whether or not we release the emotional support potato pig dogs is entirely up to you. It's not a requirement. It's not a grift. It just is a thing. But we're 25 days into the doggo cam streak. Will we extend it to 26 today? Only time will tell. So if we want to keep the streak alive, let's do it, chat. If not, whatevs. We'll start over again. It's entirely in the hands of you folks. And with that, we do have Starry Eyes. What's up? Member for 13 months. Good morning, all. This is awesome. There's a couple things in that song I'm proud of. We'll talk about it. And Stephanie with the $5 kicking us off to kick off the emotional support doggo fund. Thank you very, very much, Stephanie. And Matilda with the $2 right out of the gate. Good afternoon from the Netherlands. And hello, nighttime from Korea. Good nighttime from Korea here where we are. And we've got a purple heart, a orange hand, a Netherlands flag, and a bulldog. Thank you so much. All right. That's it. That's the initial kickoff. We're through this. It only took 13 minutes. About 10 of that was just intro. But it was good to have those intros back. We've been doing other things far too long. I really missed all the intros, so I wanted to play them, regardless of how long it took. Let's bring up where this all started, shall we? But first, I need to bring up my notes. You're gonna help me take notes here. Where's my notes? I need to get a quieter keyboard to take notes with. All right, Sarah Boone, we'll call it Sarah Boone trial. Okay. And if you don't know anything about the Sarah Boone trial, this video may be a little bit graphic. And if you are familiar with the Sarah Boone trial, this video is still one of the most disturbing videos. I mean, just on a creepy factor level, just on like it just gives me the willies. So watch at your own risk. That's all I'm saying. That is the suitcase, and from what we know, we know up to this point, this is Sarah Boone, who, well, she'll explain it later in the arrest videos. Ooh, visceral. Yeah, that's a good word for it. It's a very visceral video. Her boyfriend is in that suitcase. We're still not exactly sure. Oh, let me bring up me. How about that? There. Hi. I want y'all to see this handsome mug right here. Okay. Well, I'm going to embiggen myself just a little bit more, just for you ladies. All right. We're not exactly sure how he got into this suitcase. Whether he was somehow forced in there or whether he crawled in there out of his own volition, or there's a few other details, but all we can say for sure is her boyfriend, Sarah's boyfriend, George, is in that suitcase and he cannot breathe. All right, I'm just gonna push play. This is a wild video if you haven't seen it before.
Sarah.
So right out of the gate, she's just sitting there filming him in that suitcase, and he's calling out to her, Sarah, Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me, she says. So for everything you've done to me. So is this a revenge thing? But what has he done to her? That's our first note. That's the first note right out of the gate. For everything you've done to me. And he's still locked in there.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Fuck you. And she laughs. Yeah, she laughs.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Done to me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Stupid.
I don't know. Can't say for sure. She mentions drinking later in the arrest video, but she sounds a little intoxicated to me. Laughing, saying "fuck you," laughing some more. So many notes to take.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe.
Okay, we're 43 seconds into this video. God knows how long he was in there before the video started. But this apparently is the first time that he indicates to her that it might not just be fun and games. This is the first time he mentions, I can't breathe. He can't breathe in there. He's calling out to her to be released.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah.
Now that was an interesting statement there. She says it again later. He's saying, I can't breathe. And she says, well, that's what happens when you choke me. So that needs to go in the notes here. And she says it again.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Oh, that's what you do when you choke me.
Sarah. Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real or ransom. Might want to get video for it extra.
Now, what she mumbles there, and again, this is to me, she seems to be very intoxicated. Exactly what she said isn't clear to me, but let's listen to that again, and I'll tell you what I think it sounds like to me.
I want to get video for real or ransom. Might want to get video for it extra.
It sounds like she says something. There's something, and then she says something about making a video of it for extra or something like that. It sounds like she says making a video of this for extra. I don't know, but that she mumbles something.
Real or ransom. Might want to get video for it extra. Because I got this.
Sarah.
Because I got this.
Real or ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you ching on me.
Sarah.
Now, see, the first time she said, that's what you do when you choke me. Then she says, that's what it feels like when you cheat on me. And then she goes for this, that's what happens when you choke me thing again.
Fuck you. Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up.
Now this part, this part I have real problems with. Yeah, she says cheat once. She says this that's what you do when you choke me. Then she says this that's what it feels like when you cheat on me. But this last part, after she says you should just shut the fuck up. This is the first time I heard this. It just made my blood just run ice cold. And I seriously got goosebumps. And I just got goosebumps again. This to me is just an incredibly evil statement to make. After she says, you should just shut the fuck up. If you haven't heard it, listen to what she says.
Regular ass.
Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you chewing on me.
Sarah.
Now listen to this.
Fuck you.
Listen.
Breathe, Sarah.
Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up.
Sarah.
Shh.
That to me is one of the most evil, horrific things I have ever heard. This isn't a horror movie. This isn't some horror movie serial killer guy telling his victim. This is a real woman telling a real man who is saying he's suffocating to death to shut the fuck up. And then she just says, shh. That is so cold. I mean, that to me is one of the coldest things I have ever heard on video.
Fuck you.
Breathe, Sarah.
Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up.
Sarah.
Shh.
That is incredible to watch. I mean, the fact she filmed it and then sat there and did it and said those things. That's rough. And Sherilyn says, what a horrible, horrible way to die. I really hope George, I keep wanting to call him Jorge because it's spelled Jorge. But they all pronounce it George. I really hope George gets the justice he deserves. And his family, can you imagine what they went through watching their son, brother die this way? Again and again and again, and they're going to have to sit through it in court again as well. And that's I don't think she posted it online. I don't think she did. I have no indication that she did, but if she did, that's just. I don't think she had time really, because she did this and then she went to sleep and then the cops show up because she called them. But that's what we're gonna look at next. We're gonna go on over and look at the police body cam footage, and we'll make some comments about that as well. It's about 42 minutes long, so we probably won't go the full 2 hours today. We'll probably wrap up fairly early because there's not a lot to the body cam. But knowing the way I talk about things and constantly stop videos, we may go the whole 2 hours. I'm not sure, but just so you know, if we want to unleash the emotional support potato pig dogs for this case, don't wait. I think, what are we at? We are like 92 away. We're just getting underway. So whatever. Are we going to get to day 26? Are we going to meet the goal, chat? Let's find out. But first of all, let's begin the video, and I'll put up a poll here. And I was going to start off with 30 seconds of silence because that's what happens when they activate their body cam. It goes back to the last 30 seconds before it's activated usually, and shows the video but no sound. Let's see, begin. So again, there's 30 seconds of silence here as they're driving to the house because Sarah, I believe, was the one that called the police. We're gonna see a lot of people here. They're arriving up at the house. There we are. She lives in a duplex. Kind of like a town, not really. It's like a townhouse duplex. All right, driving on it. Okay, so there's more than 30 seconds of no sound. Don't just. I don't want to fast forward through the no sound part because then that'll just mean we finish. There we go. Audio is engaged. We got a fire truck and
pull one of these spots just so we can get out of there. It's signal 7, so it's gonna be turned over to you guys.
Yep.
He was last seen last night, so.
You could get all your guys out of there.
What's that?
You could get everyone out of
Wrapping
there.
up good info. You gotta report on the LEDs and stuff.
Oh yes, thank you.
the 4 out of 5 police officers prefer Lay's sour cream and onion potato chips.
Who for now?
She did. Oh, right there.
Okay. Did you call it? What time did you call it?
I got a time for it.
Hello there. Hi. You live here? Yes. Okay, I'll talk to you. We gotta get some information from the fire department.
And that's Ms. Boone there. So she called the cops. They show up. Well, see, Lorna, that's the mystery. We don't know. She's gonna offer an explanation here, but it sounds patently absurd. It could be real, could be the actual reason, but it sounds ridiculous. But as always, truth can be stranger than fiction.
The property manager, I don't know if I should go tell him really quick or just so he knows what's going on.
Where's he at?
And you walk that way.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll take care of that for you, okay?
I had a cigarette lube.
I'll get it for you, okay? Wait 1 second, okay?
I really need something to drink.
Okay, well,
I got my Dr. Pepper on the counter.
okay, we'll take care of you. Give me 1 second.
It's Armand, too.
So this is interesting. And I'm not saying it's proof of guilt or proof of innocence or whatever, but she's just found her boyfriend's body in a suitcase. And she's like, I really, and the cops are there. And she's like, I really need something to drink. Can I go get my Dr. Pepper off the counter? Like I said, it doesn't prove anything. It's just kind of almost like a non sequitur. It's just out of place. Just like, oh, my boyfriend's body's in a suitcase in the living room. I need a Dr. Pepper.
Put the time that you called it. Yeah, that's the time you called it. Okay, perfect. You can't go back inside. What's going on? Who is he to you? Boyfriend?
Yes, for like 3.5 years.
What happened?
He and we drank last night. We had a.
Can you pass this to the around to the FD guys? Stop. They need to sign that for sure.
They're with me, so they're not.
Oh, they're not leaving. Okay.
So the first thing she said is they drank last night, and then they started passing. That I believe that is her ex-husband there. Like I said, it's been 2 years since I've watched this video. I didn't want to rewatch it before this. I just kind of wanted to relive it live. But I believe that is her ex-husband.
No. Each of them has to. So this might be a real thing. So each of them has to put their name.
Normally,
in
I just put everybody.
What's going on?
Sorry,
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like, he and I put the puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take the stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay.
So then it's like.
Now, did it sound like she had only had half a bottle of wine, assuming that he drank the other half? That sounded a little bit more involved than we drank a bottle. Yeah.
Decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase.
Look, this is where, as I was saying, I think it sounds ludicrous to me. It just sounds ridiculous to me. Here's these people. They're not 10, 11 years old. They're adults. So we were drinking, we were putting a puzzle together, and then we wanted to play hide and seek. They wanted to play hide and seek, and he climbed in there. We decided to play hide and seek, and he gets in the suitcase. Well, silent PS. That's the question, isn't it? Who the F plays hide and seek when drunk, grown-ass adults? Has any grown-ass woman played hide and seek with their spouse? Has any grown-ass man played hide and seek with his spouse? It's a little bit odd.
Okay.
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband.
That is
My
the
former
ex-husband.
husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
So then he came over here.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys.
Bamacat is not hiding if you know where they hid. Oh no.
I tried giving him CPR. The problem is I fell asleep.
When did you do CPR?
This morning when I found it.
Before you called?
Yes.
It's 1 o'clock right now.
I tried.
See, already the police are calling bullshit on this. Already they're calling bullshit. He's like, now, first of all, it's a grown-ass man and a grown-ass woman drinking half a bottle of wine each conservatively. And they decide to stop doing their puzzle. They decide to play hide and seek. And I don't know if you're going to play hide and seek, putting a suitcase in the middle of the living room floor and climbing into it, that ain't the greatest hiding place in the world. But so they decided to play hide and seek. And then in the middle of a game of hide and seek, she says she fell asleep. So she fell asleep in the middle of playing hide and seek with her boyfriend. And then she came down in the morning and saw him and tried to do CPR. And by now the cops are like, All right, BS. The first thing out of the cop's mouth, really, once the story gets going, is, when did you do CPR? This morning. It's 1 p.m. Like, you said you found him in the morning. You called us at 1 p.m. What what did you do between the morning and now? It's 1 p.m. and you found him in the morning after falling asleep in the middle of a game of hide and seek where he hid in the middle of the living room after having half a bottle of wine. The police aren't buying this at all. They're not buying it. She's trying to sell it. We'll give her that, but they ain't buying it.
I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him, and I took him out. I tried doing CPR, and then I called him, and then I called you.
Okay, so we've already gone from morning to I woke up. She's like, it's afternoon. It's 1 p.m. Oh, I woke up at 12:30. That ain't the morning anymore. So she's already contradicted herself about 4 minutes into the video, and one of which they've been talking to her.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband? Or
Yes.
your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Where does he live at?
Right down the street.
Okay. So you were playing and who zipped him up?
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. You're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what
I
happened.
fell asleep, so I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or
What kind of medical conditions does he have?
None that I know of.
Nothing that you know of.
None
You
that I
didn't take
know
any
of.
medicine?
No.
No medicine.
All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek.
Now, see, this is the thing. George was an artist. And so that part of it, I might believe that he was doing some artwork. So they're doing artwork, they're doing a puzzle, then they decide to play hide and seek.
That's all that happened. Okay. So I don't know if he had a heart attack or what in there. Like, I don't know what happened.
Fell asleep.
So how long were you doing CPR on him prior to you calling 911? You tried that all morning?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I called him while I was
What
doing
time
CPR.
did you start? Probably, give me a rough ballpark. Here, let me fill this deputy in, okay?
Please, may I have my Dr. Pepper? I am so cotton mouth right now.
Ma'am, and you can't talk to him until we get done with this, okay?
Just don't leave, okay, Brian?
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. Thank you.
See, they're already trying to piece together her story because she found him in the morning. She called the police around 1 p.m. They said, but it's the afternoon. And she said, oh, well, I woke up at 12:30. And then she just said again, she did CPR all morning. And they're like, exactly what time did you start this? And then she quickly has to go get a Dr. Pepper again.
I'll get Lucas.
I know. Do me a favor. Stand over there by that car. Give me 1 second.
And she's going to go talk to the husband, I believe. Nope. Talk to the husband eventually.
Somebody else on that call operation.
It's on the counter.
I can't move anything from out of the house. Here, I want you to sit down because I don't want you passing out. This is probably a lot for you to deal
I
with,
need
right? Sit.
I don't water. Just water.
I can get you some water, okay? Just I want you not on your feet because I don't want you passing out on me.
I need water.
Okay, I'll get some for you.
You're trying to try, but you're on it.
Okay, so you don't live here in this house?
No. I live down in Lake Winata Cove.
Lake Winata Cove. Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of tell me how you came here today, or
Well, I've been calling.
come down here. We gotta talk.
I've been calling since.
You've been calling your ex-wife or current wife?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Ex-wife. We've
Okay.
been divorced about a year and a half. About 11:30 is when I.
They've been divorced about a year and a half, but George has been her boyfriend for 3.5 years. Dude, I don't know if they were separated, but So someone could go back and look at my past too, because I was separated for 4 years before we got a divorce. I'm just saying.
I started calling to find out because this is supposed to be her day. So, child.
Okay.
She's generally not very good about always doing it. She tends to drink.
They called back and said she was still there, or she came back.
So I was calling to find out if she was going to be getting him or not today.
From school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I started calling like 11:30, called every half hour or so, and then
She was back inside the lobby.
finally got a hold of her
I'll go
at
back to you.
12:49. Which is when she told me what was going on and if I'd come over here. So I came over.
She called at 12:45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 12:49.
12:49.
Got over here, told her she needed to call 911, get somebody over here. And then basically she said she needed to go outside, have a drink and a cigarette. I walked back out the house because I didn't really want to
Who
be
called?
there.
Did you call or did she call?
Well, I called. She called
Okay,
me
so
back
he
when I was on my way to make sure I was coming over.
But
They both
I called her
Give me 1
initially.
second, okay?
Stop confusing me.
Do you have water in your car by any chance?
I don't think so.
Nothing?
No,
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay, so she called. You get over here.
I called her first.
Okay.
Trying to find out if she's going to be at Lucas. That's what she told me everything's going on. I got my stuff together. Put the
Lucas
puppy
is
up
their
in the
son.
crate. When I was starting to drive over here is when she called me to make sure I was coming. And then I got over here right after
Did you
that.
go inside and see and then?
I walked inside the front. I didn't see the little front tile area.
Come on, step this way.
I saw legs. I just didn't really want to get in there around it.
Yeah, see, I like his answer. I went in, I saw legs, I didn't want to be around it, and I left. And so he was calling her, finally got a hold of her at 12:49. She said, "What happened? Come over." He goes over, he gets there, walks in the house, goes, "Oh, legs, peace out." He goes outside, tells her to call the police, tells her to call 911.
So I told her.
Well, just for the sake of the crime scene, I want to know if I were to find your footprint, it would be because you went this far into the house. So did you actually make entry past the threshold?
I don't think I ever made it to the carpet. I think it was just in that. I've been over here before.
Right. Yeah.
But no, I don't think I stepped past that tile area.
Okay. So
I touched doorknob. I don't think I touched anything in the kitchen. I don't know if that really matters.
Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of what you have. Well, sit tight for us. We're going to make a few phone calls, and then we'll go from there. Do you know if he has any medical issues or?
I don't.
Okay, but you've met him before.
I've met him before, yes.
Okay.
Yes. They've got a whole fun history.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You guys can call me twice.
For the two of them.
Now, this is interesting. Ex-husband kind of does a little throwing of Sarah under the bus. Yeah, they both, they have an interesting history with the police. Yeah, the police have been here quite a bit because of them. And because of both of them.
Has any medical issues or?
I don't.
Okay, but you've met him before.
I've met him before, yes.
Okay.
Yes. They've got a whole fun history.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You guys can call me twice.
For the two of them?
Yeah, he's been arrested like 5 times.
Really? Okay, I'm not familiar.
Now, listen to that again. We've got Mr. Lawnmower or weed whacker guy going on in the background. But listen to that again.
Him before?
I've met him before, yes. Okay. Yes. They've got a whole fun history.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You guys can call me twice.
For the two of them?
Yeah, he's been arrested like 5 times.
Really?
This is a very important thing. This is just what he's saying. He's saying that George has been arrested 4 or 5 times for domestic violence against her. That's going in my notes here.
4 or 5 times. For domestic violence against her. So the ex-husband knows that George has been arrested 4 or 5 times for domestic violence, but does it end there?
Okay, I'm not familiar with. I haven't been here personally. So they have
he's currently on parole because of it. So
because of domestic violence with her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Last time he got pre-trial something or other. He had to go to a domestic violence class.
Okay.
I know he was doing it at a parole officer, stuff like that. But I mean, like every time she'd have him arrested, the next day she was trying to get him bailed out of jail. So I don't know what it is.
Oh, she's getting water from the tap. She's probably gonna pass out on us. Okay. Well, listen, please do me a tight. I'll make a few phone calls.
I mean,
where's your kid need to be picked up?
Lakeline Elementary.
How soon though?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
I
Okay.
don't leave out.
Let me try and get this going for you because I know you need that. Martinez.
All right, we got some more stuff going on there, and this is a good place to do a little bit of a stop and a little bit of a catch up. We have one additional super chat to read from Island. Island, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Free the doggos. Don't sleep till they're released. We are on day 25. We have a 25-day streak of unleashing the emotional support potato pig dogs, and currently we are 90 away. We're 90 away, and it's like 20 cups of coffee. We'll see if we get there, Island. We'll see if we can keep the streak alive. Can't make any promises. It's out of my hand. Sherilyn, we read that. Squid Pro Quo says, this is an interesting comment because this was not the first time Sarah put someone in a suitcase. Her son was in a suitcase in 2016, but the case was dropped because it was, quote, consensual. That is in fact true. Case was opened up against her for putting her son in a suitcase. But as Quid Pro Quo says, that case was ultimately dropped. See, that will be interesting. That'll be interesting to see whether that comes in as evidence. I doubt it would be let in as a prior bad acts exception because there was no prosecution, no conviction. But it is interesting that it's it's the same. It shows a pattern of behavior, a common modus operandi. Putting people in suitcases is not an ordinary thing that people do. And everybody keeps talking about the Samsonite sponsorship, the gorilla throwing the luggage thing around. The gorilla with the suitcase, that was actually American Tourister luggage, but American Tourister was owned by Samsonite. So people often think the gorilla throwing the luggage around was Samsonite. It was actually American Tourister, a division of Samsonite luggage. Let's get back at it. Digging around, you got to find her some water, got to find something because she's parched and she just needs her Dr. Pepper. Got to take some notes, scratch some things out.
Go
What on earth is she doing? What? This struck me as weird the first time. What on earth is happening over here?
I'll go ahead and start making the calls. Sam, could you go ahead and give me his last name?
She's straddling a bush.
Spell it for me. Torres. And his first name?
George, Jorge. Jorge. Jorge.
His birthday?
2/13/78.
And this is the boyfriend?
Yes.
How long?
3.5 years.
Living together that whole time?
Yes.
Okay. And your last name?
Boone.
Spell it.
Boone.
First name?
Sarah. Sarah.
Birth date? 10-10-7-7. So you've had a second to kind of collect yourself. Tell it to me again. You guys were playing last night, drinking a bottle of wine,
Putting puzzles together, doing artwork.
puzzles, artwork.
I had a bottle of wine and then decided to play hide and seek.
Mm-hmm.
So
what time was that? Do you remember?
Guys, I don't want to miss a minute of this, but quite frankly, the Boone Tank cocktail is a bit much. I need to run down the hall really quick. I'm going to put us on hold with the outro music. Do not go anywhere. Do not leave the building. We are not done here. I'm going to put on grounds. I'll put on grounds. I'll be right back. Just listen to grounds for a minute. I shall return.
Defense made a motion for a mistrial. Prosecutor was up to some fuckery. Potentially damaging evidence, no basis for it. The judge specifically said, do not ask that question. Do not use that as evidence. She walked right down the path and asked the question. It may be over on Tuesday morning. Batman Bruce Wayne bitch snitch. Gerald Brooks, your constitution does not apply to me because I'm a sovereign citizen, a traveler on the land. I'm the Mauryan Empire or whatever, bitch. Because they're so fucking absurd. If you want to be a sovereign citizen, just do yourself a favor first. Go to YouTube here and just get every sovereign citizen that's ever.
Hi, people. Sorry, that is just terribly unprofessional of me. I apologize, but hey, I don't want to miss it. Normally, I would just let it play and then run and scamper on back, but I don't want to miss any of this. But while we're stopped, let's take a look at our like and subscribe poll. See what you guys think. We need to name the cocktail. These are the best ones I can think of off the top of my head. So hit that like button. We've currently got 480 people watching this. This is our run-up for the 480 people of you here that may have missed it at the beginning. This is our run-up to the Sarah Boone trial, expected to start on Monday. Today, the infamous cell phone video and the arrest video. We'll be watching the interrogation video tomorrow and her second to most recent hearing on Friday. We won't watch the last hearing because it was short and really weird. we'll be watching and we'll be looking at some interesting angles to this, I believe. So we have our like and subscribe poll, which is just to remind you to do those YouTube-y things and hit the like and subscribe. We currently have, I said, 480 people here, 265 likes. 220 of you have not done your job. 220 of you need to get down there and hit that like button. You like this, you like the case, you like me, you like the chat, you like everything about this. So just make sure you hit that like button. And if you're so inclined, hit the subscribe button. It's free, it costs you nothing. It just like a third of a second of your time. And you'll be entertained. Hit the notification button so you don't miss a minute of the Sarah Boone trial. And come over and take our like and subscribe poll. This is the official cocktail of the Sarah Boone trial. It is vodka and Tang. Why Tang, you ask? Because it's Boone Tang. See what I did there? I'm clever. I'm a 12-year-old. So what should we call the Sarah Boone trial official cocktail? So far, 15% of you say the Boone Tang contradiction. See, I thought contradiction because it's Tang instead of orange juice. Vodka and orange juice is the screwdriver. So I thought, Tang would be a contradiction. 15% of you like the Boone Tang contradiction. 20% of you like the Boone Tang hide and seek. And 21% of you like the Boone Tang, the pro bono Boone Tang. And 44%, this is the one I like. This is my fave. The Boone Tang suitcase. It'll knock you out. I'm just going to have to buy more vodka. Right. So hit the like and subscribe poll. We'll check back at the end and see what you have named the official cocktail of the Sarah Boone trial. And while we were messing around with that, this is Flaming Dragon said, can anyone tell me where I can find the entire names of the experts for the defense? I've only been able to find the last names. It should be in the exhibits. It should be somewhere in the online case files. In some of the filing, there should be a filing of experts that they intend to call. I haven't looked for it. I haven't seen it. Why didn't you make the Titan Crush drink?
I don't know. Didn't think about it, JKD Book. You should have told me 2 weeks ago. And Jonathan Irwin with the $2. Thank you so much. Sarah Boone will help you get your Z's. Ouch. Thank you. You sick people. That means we're 83 away from unleashing the emotional support potato pig dogs for day 26. Let's see if we get there. We're running out of time. We've only got about 30 minutes. If you want to see the doggos, now's your time to do it. Now's your time to keep the streak alive.
I mean, I know that I was in bed probably by like what, 12:30?
Okay.
Well, I went upstairs at least, and I fell asleep.
Okay.
Forgetting that he was in
you
the
guys
suitcase.
were playing the hide and go.
Yes.
And at some point you put him in the.
See, that's it. We're playing hide and go seek. Listen to this. This is an interesting contradiction. Yeah. We were playing hide and seek. I went upstairs. So, I mean, hide and seek, for those of you that don't know, for those of you who may not be residents of a country where they play hide and seek, that's where one person covers their eyes and counts to whatever number, and the other person runs and hides. That's the hide part of hide and seek. So you hide somewhere where the other person doesn't know. And that's a really unfortunate pause for him, for her. And the other person, the one who is covering their eyes and counting, they then seek. They look for you because they don't know where you are. They try to find you. And the person hiding, he wins, or he or she wins if they get back to the place where the counting took place without being caught or seen. But so presumably if they're playing hide and seek, she doesn't know where he is in the suitcase in the middle of the living room. Don't know how she missed him, but she says, I went to sleep and I forgot he was in the suitcase. Now, if you're playing hide and seek, you probably shouldn't know he's in the suitcase to begin with. But she says, I forgot he was in the suitcase. And then we go on to this little explanation here.
Line, and then decided to play hide and seek.
Mm-hmm.
So
what time was that? Do you remember?
I mean, I know that I was in bed probably by like what, 12:30?
Okay.
Well, I went upstairs at least, and I fell asleep.
Okay.
Forgetting that he was in the
suitcase. You guys
suitcase.
were playing the hide and go.
Yes.
And at some point you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So he thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is.
So how is that hide and seek? In what world is it hide and seek if you help the person get into the place where they're hiding? If you think, it'll be funny to put them in there. The story was not well thought out, I think. Now, I will concede that it may have been funny to get him in there. They may have said, ha ha ha, let's see if you can fit in a suitcase. Because stranger things have happened when people are drunk. So that part may be true. But this whole we played hide and go seek, I'm not supposed to know where he is, but I helped him get in there. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But she said we thought it'd be funny and I would watch him squirm around for a while. Oh, and Stephanie dropping the $20 super sticker #1 with the samurai armor wearing Shinaibu. Thank you so very, very much. That's quite awesome. That puts us 65 away.
Then I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep.
Where was the suitcase?
Right where it is.
Let's go back.
Okay.
Here.
Well, I went upstairs at least, and I fell asleep.
Okay.
Forgetting that he was in the
suitcase. You guys
suitcase.
were playing the hide and go.
Yes.
And at some point you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So he thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep.
Where was the suitcase?
Right where it is.
Right down there?
Yes.
You zipped him in there?
Yes.
Thought he would be fun.
Right there. I would call that not necessarily an admission of guilt, but we'll narrow to an admission that she
zipped him up. He didn't zip himself up. She closed it. So she zipped him up.
Funny, a little.
It was. We both were laughing about it,
Okay.
and then I fell asleep.
Where did you fall asleep at?
Upstairs.
In your bedroom.
Yes.
Okay.
Totally forgetting that he was in the suitcase still.
Okay. And then you came back downstairs
This morning or this afternoon. Yes, when I got up.
What time?
12:30 ish. I was awake, but I totally forgot that he was in the suitcase. He can tell you there's a lot of things that we have been going through. Job.
Yeah, he did tell me.
Life, all that good stuff. So
Now, see, we got weed whacker guy going off at the wrong time. Her beep beep goes off at a terribly bad time. I'm going to try to give that another listen to see what was behind that beep beep.
Okay. He can tell you there's a lot of things that we have been going through.
Okay, that
Job,
we have been going through. That's what she said. She said there's a lot of things that we have been going through. And that's a very good point, Flyless. Yeah, she recorded him and claims they laughed about it. She laughed about it. He wasn't laughing. So yeah, she forgot about it, but yet he's calling out weekly, saying, I can't breathe. She's ridiculing him, mocking him, insulting him, laughing at him, and then saying, shh, before the video ends. Not really in line with we were having fun.
Yeah, he did tell me.
Life, all that good stuff. So I just totally forgot.
You began to do CPR on him.
Yes. Yes.
About
And he
what
gurgled,
time this morning did you start doing that CPR?
No, it was the afternoon. It was afternoon because I was awake, but then I finally decided to come downstairs at like 12:30 ish, whatever it is, and I was like, I forgot he was in the suitcase, and he wasn't moving. Nothing was happening. So I unzipped him, took him out, and started doing CPR on him. Mm-hmm. He was on his way over here. I called you when he got here.
Once he got here, you called us?
Yes.
Okay.
And air was coming out, and he was gurgling, but I could just tell by looking at him.
But you knew how to do CPR. You were doing that on your own?
Yeah.
Air was coming out. He was gurgling. See, there's so many contradictions in this video. She started CPR in the afternoon. She woke up at 12:30ish. When at the beginning, she said that she found him in the morning and she was doing CPR all morning. And then that changed to they woke up around 12:30 once the cop said, but it's afternoon.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the person that was on the phone with me also, I counted with him doing.
And he's got no medical. He doesn't take any medication.
I don't know. I don't know medical wise. I know he doesn't take any medications whatsoever.
Okay.
The only thing, like I said, I don't know if alcohol had something to do with it, but we had a bottle of wine.
Okay. All right. Here.
A bottle.
Sit back down because I don't want
Can I have one more sip of water, please?
Yeah, go.
Denver, 29 Residential Audible 1303 Island Bay Drive.
Oh, she's drinking out of a hose. That's why she was straddling the bush.
Doing that.
Maintenance should have a proper cancel medication in the front door. Right to that 1325. The motor unit on the channel.
The cups are right there.
044 motor unit.
Right here. Don't talk to the ex-husband right
now.
now.
I won't. Can I have a cigarette, please?
Ma'am, I can't take anything out of the house.
It's on the back porch.
No.
Nope. All of it. It's secure, okay?
Nope.
I'll try my best to get you what you need, okay? Maybe
no
one
smokes,
of these
babe.
has a pack from someone, sit down and I'll try and get you what you need, okay?
Just cut, please.
Okay. I don't want you on your feet.
Oh, and she's wearing a shirt that says "is an emotion." Not the best shirt to be wearing under the circumstances. After your boyfriend has been zipped up into a suitcase and has died, wearing a shirt that says "is an emotion."
Sit down and I'll try and get you what you need, okay?
Just cut, please.
Okay. I don't want you on your feet.
You want cameras?
Yeah.
Where's the place to talk about?
Want to talk over here?
While they're not doing anything,
Sherilyn says she talks like she's describing a TV show she just watched. Zero emotion. I believe I mentioned something like that 2 years ago. This sounds like she's writing a script for something. Yeah, it's weird. She's like, can I have a cigarette? I need my Dr. Pepper. Can I go do things? I've just been giving CPR to a dead man. Doesn't seem to bother her. Yoda's snoring up a storm. Oh yeah, that's very, very bad. Wearing an ethnic police shirt during a traffic stop. Duncan, Idaho has stopped the camera with a $5 super chat. I just can't believe how much time the taxpayer has wasted on this mastermind. Well, I think she's going to be spending the rest of her time in jail and in prison for the rest of her life. That's what I'm thinking. But her new lawyer could pull off a miracle. He could throw a Hail Mary and could be picked off in the end zone for a miracle. We'll just have to see. But I think they would have been spending the money the same whether she was tried 2 years ago or tried today. That's just my humble little opinion. All right. Got to go back and talk to her some more.
After we got
It's still Boone. Okay.
Yeah,
and then your first name?
Brian, Brian.
Brian. And your date of birth?
5/27/75.
And your child is in school right now. He's not here with you.
I'm 6 years older than that guy.
But how old is he?
This will be a fun one. He is 9. He's third
I
grade.
can't even start with how you would explain something like this. Okay. 6th grade, you said?
Third grade.
Yeah. How do you explain to a 9-year-old child that mommy going to jail forever? That mommy, you were gonna go play with mommy today, but she's been arrested for murder. Would you like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch? Yeah, that would be an awkward conversation.
Oh, third grade. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So sit tight for us. I'm sorry it's so hot. Maybe the middle of that would be a good spot to stay in. So we'll take it from there. I'll keep you updated.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
And I will give kudos, give a big shout out to this police officer here for being one of the only body cam footages where their hands aren't covering the lens of the camera, and she's not hyperventilating like a beached whale.
20 southbound, 221 out to unit check. Number 1012 and 1332.
Grape or strawberry jelly, definitely smooth. Crunchy peanut butter is the devil's product. Peanut butter is meant to be creamy. Got to fill out her paperwork.
Want to do this now?
Oh, I don't know.
Did we get that dog by any chance?
He's sleeping on the.
Oh.
And then they've got a dog with them, so the dog is there too. They're gonna bring the puppy and bring his son to he's gonna pick up the son at school, take the dog and bring him over to Sarah's house. What a terrible tragedy. And welcome the 542 people that are here watching this run up to the Sarah Boone trial. Stay tuned, join us every day between now and the time this trial ends. We will be here, all Sarah Boone, all the time. And hit that like button, guys. And if you want to, if you feel the urge to contribute in some way to show some support for the channel, no pressure, no hype, not mandatory, not begged for, not requested, just throwing the option out there. Everything is graciously accepted. Super chats, there's Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, everything is down there, and then just feel free to use at your discretion.
So your backyard's not fenced. Okay. Because we put him in the backyard, and I guess he knew to. Your dog. We thought the backyard was fenced.
The dogs are outside?
No. We have them contained.
One's deaf and one's blind.
Okay.
That's why I was making sure they were under the table.
Oh,
Nope, that's yours.
it's the land of handicapped pets.
So we just
Oh,
get instructions on what to do next. You got some water. Good. Okay.
Can I please just have a cigarette? They're on the back porch.
no.
Not right now. We can't have you go and get anything. Why don't you sit in the shade? You're okay right there? Or maybe a little closer here where the shade is?
And in case you people are getting super hot, again, I apologize for stopping the video, but I do not want to let this go away anytime soon. We gotta be timely with this. Nancy Jo M. Nancy Jo M. from Chain and Link Abstract has given us 10 Legal Vices memberships. Una 707, Christy Lee, Gina D, Brat X, Robin Lane, Missy D.D. Moo, Lorna O'Neill, Heather G, Mary Jane, Not Really Sarah, and Brett Nelker have gotten the amazing Legal Vices gifted memberships. If you're one of those lucky people, make sure you give the awesome and wonderful and never to be imitated Nancy Jo M a super special thanks, because quite frankly, she deserves it. And not to be undone or outdone or whatever you want to call it. Fletcher Boy, what's up, Fletcher Boy? Thank you so much. Ooh, Jeff, I've got a bottle of Old Weller set aside for the trial. Ooh, I don't know if I'd waste such good whiskey on this trial, but hey, if you're gonna do it right. And Old Weller is the way to go. And ladies and germs, boys and girls, children of all ages, look at what we got here. Nancy Jo M dropping another $10 Boone-tastic, Mr. Boone-tastic. Sorry, that was really lame. That needs to be my new intro song. They call me Mr. Boone-tastic. Nancy Jo M, you have just brought us across the line for the very important milestone of reaching day 26 of our emotional support potato pig dog cam stream, where we unleash, as we like to call it, the hounds.
Release the hounds.
There's Yoda. There's your hound. You asked for your hound. You got your hound. And we can take this off. And tomorrow, we will see if we get to day 27 of the emotional support potato pig dog cam streak. But that's what you get. You asked for it. You asked for it. You get this. Strawberry is right here. She's way too close to the camera. She's chilling, but there's your zombie pig dog. Yoda, that's Yoda. The other one that was just on the cam, that's Strawberry. Thank you very much, chat, for your super awesome, amazing generosity, getting us to day 26 of the emotional support potato pig dog cams. What's up, Yoda? What's up? As you were. Go back to sleep. Thank you, chat. You guys rock. All right. Let's get back to it, shall we? Yoda is like me. Exactly. That's sort of me. Yeah. Such high energy dogs. I know. That's why I got English bulldogs. We share a common lifestyle. we have the same amount of energy. All right, thanks, guys. Oh, that is super awesome. All right, let's get on with it. We've got about 20 more minutes. So you guys pulled this in. And again, for those of you, as long as I'm stopped for an extended period of time, I will just, again, for the people that may not be familiar with the channel, that may be new here, we do a lot of commentary when we're not in trial. When we're doing things like this, we talk a lot. We get off the rails a little bit. We have a lot of fun because, quite frankly, my chat, the Vice Squad, is the best chat on the entire internet. Any social media platform, anything, the Vice Squad chat is top of the crop. So, settle in, grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself a beverage of your choice, and settle in for some good fun. We walk close to the line a lot of times. We might occasionally put a toe or two across the line, but generally we stay in our lane. We do what we need to do. We have a lot of fun. We're a great group of people, and you're always welcome. We're self-policing. The only rules are just don't be a dick. That's the only rule we have here, really. So join us. You're welcome to join us every single day for the Sarah Boone trial. During trial, what we do is we do a little bit differently. We don't do morning straight through to the afternoon. We do the afternoon of one day first, and we watch it at about 1.25 speed, so you don't have to sit here for 8 hours a day. We try to do it about 4 or 5 hours. Watch it at 1.25 speed. We skip the sidebars. We skip the breaks. We skip the lunches. So we get through it a little bit faster, but we're about half a day behind, which allows us a little more freedom to talk about things as well, because we know what's happening. So stick around and enjoy this trial, scheduled for 3 weeks. I can't imagine that this trial needs to go 3 weeks, but we'll find out. So while you're here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, take the like and subscribe poll, and name our official cocktail. Seeing as how there's about a third of a bottle of vodka in this, that means I'm going to have to buy a lot of bottles of vodka to get through the trial. So, all right, that's enough of our midstream shenanigans. Let's go.
You still on?
Yeah. Are you?
Okay. Yeah. I want to see the other guy's body cam footage, but I don't think we've seen it.
You're getting up left-handed.
Oh no, you're in 24 right now. What in the world?
I'm like, nobody's going up there.
I heard silence. I said 220. I was leaving Econ in 50. Just gonna go get me a sub.
I had me a Subway for lunch.
I need to go to that.
Had me a Subway sub for lunch. Me and you, girl, we're on the same team. We're on the Subway sandwich team.
Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry, I talked over Sarah.
And then you said, wait a minute.
We can't let you guys communicate right now.
She's still going on about wanting that cigarette. No, you're not getting a cigarette. Davell says, oh, yes. Team Subway. Yeah. Me and Officer Hot Lips there. We had a sub. She wanted a sub. I had a sub. I had the rotisserie chicken Subway sub.
You want me to get a cigarette from him and bring it to you? I could probably do that.
Hey, X, can she bum a smoke off you? They don't have Firehouse subs in
I was going to have him arrange childcare.
Okay, good. For the child in school or the street. Okay.
And that poor kid, he's got to be there at school. Ugh.
My name on there yet?
No, sir, it's not. I need to get her on there too, and him.
Yes.
So they're en route already, probably?
Did anybody call?
No, you want me to call? Oh, I thought you were calling. All right, let me get homicide. All right.
And while he's doing that, while she's typing furiously, we're gonna pause her there. Unhung Hero, how you doing, brother? Welcome. With a $2 super chat. Subway tastes best in MAGA country. Oh, you know what? I have to disagree with you there. Korea Subway sub makes the best damn subs I've had on the planet. They look actually like the pictures. I mean, it's just chock full of vegetables and meat and everything. They don't skimp on ingredients. And then, I mean, it's fantastic. Subway subs in Korea are way better than any Subway I've had ever in my entire life in America. So if you want to taste a great Subway sandwich, you got to come to Korea. And I'll say the worst Subway I ever had in my life was in Shanghai, China. But the Korean ones are mwah. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Unhung here says, Juicy Smollier. the Juicy Smollett reference went right over Jeff. Yeah, it did. It absolutely, I think it went over everyone else's head too. That was a little subtle. That was a little subtle on here because Juicy Smollett went out in the middle of Chicago at like 2:30 in the morning when it was really freezing cold to get the subway, and he was allegedly jumped by two guys with wearing MAGA hats and noosed him up. Yeah, that was a little subtle for everybody. Just Dawn lied and said she got it. Love you, Just Dawn.
Hold on, I'm still on. Let me.
Now, people in chat are saying that there was a diazepam needle found in the suitcase. I have not heard that. Well, that's interesting. Fletcher Boy at the $5 says, Jeff, is today the final hearing before the trial? Is there a hearing scheduled for today? If there is, it's the final hearing before the trial. I thought they had their final hearing like a couple of days ago. Yesterday? The day before? I guess yesterday was Monday. No, yesterday. God, there's so many holidays here in Korea this month that I lose track. Today's Wednesday, so I thought it was Monday or Tuesday. But I don't think there's any more trials. I mean, there's any more hearings before trial. Oh, today, 3 p.m. Eastern. Well, yep, that'll be the last one. We'll have to watch that. Have to see what that's all about. Huh. Thank you for keying me into that.
It's natural.
The trial is supposed to start on Monday.
You have anxiety. You're scared, right?
I don't know how to explain it to you.
It's okay. You don't have to.
I don't know how to. I'm just waiting for whoever, so.
I can tell you this. I'm going to be here just as long as you are. Including my...
I'm going to be here just as long as you are because you're coming with us. You're coming with us. They've already made that determination. You're at least going to get questioned vigorously, which is what we're going to watch tomorrow. We're going to watch the interrogation video tomorrow.
Yeah, wow. I'm welcoming this breeze right now. It's kind of warm. All right, so just bear with us.
I know.
All right.
If you could give me whatever updates or anything that you know of, that's just how I work, so I know
Nope.
Let me look at my
computer. I would not say she's detained right now. If she tries to leave, she'll be instantly detained and told, no, you ain't going nowhere. I would say she's not being detained right now. But that's just because she hasn't asked or tried to go in.
We already got a detective on his way. He's on the screen. Okay.
But like I said, it's more of a technicality because if she tried to go somewhere, she would be instantly told she's being detained.
No, ya quiere.
It's a distinction without a difference. Oh yeah, we'll get to the I excel at everything in straight A student.
That's my corporal. Let me pick it up.
And this, I believe, is the property manager. If I recall correctly. Nope, she's a police officer. I thought we saw the property manager at some point. I guess not. I guess I misremembered. But here's all the cops going, all right, here's her bullshit story. What are we going to do with her? Bruh, half the department is talking to you. I'm sure if they told her to leave, she'd protest big time. Then they'd have to drag her away kicking and screaming. Hey, Jeff, they read the Miranda Royd store the day before and the video of the police one, but they forgot the second line. The second line, she's already been read Miranda rights. So does that count? I must apologize that I'm not really sure what this says. They read the Miranda rights to her. I'm assuming these are the hazards of voice to text.
Read the Miranda Roids tour, the Miranda Rights tour. So, okay, let's decipher this together. They read the Miranda Rights to her the day before. Not the day before this video. He was still alive the day before this video. So the day before her interrogation, but they take her to the police station immediately. And the video of the police one, but they forgot the second line the second time. She's already been read Miranda rights. So does that count? They don't have to be read verbatim. You should, because it certainly helps your chances of avoiding a suppression of evidence. Is that what they're basing their suppression of evidence on? Is that they left out a line of the Miranda rights? If so, that'll be a cool argument. AZ says, in the police video, they're claiming that they didn't read the last line of the Miranda rights on the second day of our police interview. Okay. Huh. What do you think, Straub? That's an interesting question. I don't. Huh. That'll be an interesting one for the judge. I would hesitate. I would say it probably doesn't matter. The Miranda rights. I would say it probably isn't fatal. It's a good argument, because you try to stick as close to the Miranda warning as possible to enumerate the rights and privileges you have as a suspect. But there's not a set wording that is used everywhere. If you listen to Miranda warnings being read in different parts of the U.S., there's slight differences, there's slight variations. So whether or not it's fatal is an interesting question. I would think maybe not. Huh. Okay, all right. It's been 2 years since I visited this part of the trial, this part of the case. So the timeline is just me trying to remember what I went through 2 years ago. So all right. So the questioning starts tomorrow. Cool. All right.
Hey, Sarah.
I hope that answered your question as best.
You get enough water? No, if you want to stay seated, I don't want you getting lightheaded. So remember I said the detectives were going to come out and talk to you and go from there. You know what I'm saying? They're here. They're going to ask you a few questions and then go from there, okay? Okay. All right.
All right, sir. My name's Chelsea. My partner, Scott. To my understanding, you reside here? Yes. Okay. Is it just you? And George. Okay. I have a 9-year-old. It's 50-50 with Brian, my former husband. Your former husband. Okay. But you reside here with George, and then your son lives with you, or lives.
Ooh, okay. Sorry again. Owens is basing his motion. I was doing the stupid thing for 2 weeks, the Titan submersible thing. So I've missed out on reading through these motions. This is actually kind of fascinating. I think we're going to do this on Friday instead of the second to last hearing. Wow. Owens is basing his motion on not reading the last line, consisting of, do you wish to waive your rights? Now, see, that's interesting. Because now that I would be even less inclined to say it was a violation of the Miranda rights not to read that, because it's the reading of the rights. If it's just that, do you want to waive your rights? She's already been read her rights. What are you doing, Straub? She's already been read her rights. She knows her rights. So if she chooses to not exercise those rights, regardless of whether she was asked if she wants to waive those rights, I think that's a much weaker argument. Fascinating, though. Ooh.
Why is Miranda not standard in the United States? I mean, the wording is it's odd, it's slightly different. Well, because what the principles in Miranda are, there is the principle that you have the right to have an attorney. You have a right to remain silent. How you word those rights is different. The Supreme Court's not in the business of telling you what you have to say. You have to say these words in this order. In most cases, sometimes they will in contract cases, but even then they won't say, they won't put something in quotes and say you must say these words or it doesn't apply. They interpret the law. So it's kind of honed by doing things wrong and then getting things thrown out. And so you rework things, you reword things, you go through the court system again, and they go, aha, this one's upheld. So let's keep the wording the same. And somebody else is doing it in some other court. So yeah, they set what the principles of law are. And it's pretty much up to individual places how and where they want to write out the little cards that explain those rights. Let's get back into this, shall we? We've got about 15 minutes.
There's 50-50. Yeah. Okay. So from what
Rodriguez
has told me, she explained last night that you guys were drinking a bottle of wine, and around midnight, you decided you guys.
12:30ish, yeah.
Okay. You guys decided to play hide and seek.
Well, we were playing hide and seek, and then
was your son home at the time, or
no.
Okay?
No, with Brian.
Okay.
Decided to play. We're just stupid like that. Like, sure. We were putting puzzles together. We were doing artwork. You can see the puzzle that we finished in there, and then the artwork, and then decided to play hide and seek, just being stupid.
Okay.
So he decided to get in the suitcase. So I thought it would be funny and he was laughing about it too, to dip him up in there.
And I have no problem believing that she convinced him to get in a suitcase. I mean, otherwise, there's no other reasonable explanation unless he like passed out from drinking too much and she just rolled him, stuffed him in there or something. But I don't have a problem believing that she made a game out of it. She somehow got him to climb in there and say, "Oh, let me zip you up." But did she have the intent to kill him?
I go upstairs and fell asleep. So this morning this afternoon when I actually got up out of the bed.
This morning again.
Downstairs on the laptop because he was being really quiet. But then I came downstairs and I'm like, where is he? Like, and then that's when I found him.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
Okay. And then you weren't sure about if you woke up this morning.
It was afternoon. I mean, I was awake.
Or this afternoon.
But I just didn't want to come downstairs. So I
Okay.
just laid in the bed for a little while. And then I eventually came downstairs and was confused about where he was. And then I was like, oh my God, he's in the suitcase still. So I pulled him out and I stretched him out and I started to try to do CPR on him.
Okay.
I called you guys. Well, I called Brian.
Okay.
And then as soon as he got here, which is 30 seconds down the road, I called you guys.
Okay.
And the person on the phone had me do the concussions continually still and count with him until you guys shut up.
Okay. And so as a part of our investigation, we obviously have to go inside the house. We have to look at things. Are you okay with us going in the house and looking at things?
Yes.
Okay.
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 So she gives them permission to go in the house. They don't need to get a search warrant to go through it. She's just given them permission to go in and search for things to their heart's content.
And forensics, so we have to have our forensics crime scene investigators come out. Are you also okay with them coming inside, taking photographs and
Whatever you need to do.
Okay.
Can I ask, is George, was he diagnosed with any kind of medical history?
Not that I know of. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't take drugs. I mean, we'll have the occasional bottle of wine here and there, but I don't know. Like,
that was going to be my next question. So you guys don't normally drink? You just drink once in a while, or?
Well, I'm going to say, like, okay, I guess normal drinking is, like, we will have, like, a glass of wine or two, like, while we're cooking dinner, or here, and we'll play a board game with him. I mean, all the games are in there. But I mean, it's not like
A couple of beers a day.
well, but I don't understand though, like for the little bit that we had, like not had anything to do with it. Like I don't know if he had a heart attack or a stroke or an aneurysm or what happened to him. I don't know.
And were you guys together all day yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Here?
Yes.
Like neither of you left the apartment yesterday?
I think he drove up to the main store to get cigarettes.
Okay.
But I mean, you can walk there.
Does he have any history of any drugs? I know he doesn't now because you said he doesn't. But
I don't know.
As far as you've ever known him, you've never seen him.
No. I mean, he's from Philadelphia, and he grew up in Philadelphia, and then he went to Massachusetts, and then from Massachusetts he came down here. So I don't really know like a whole lot of like medical history or anything.
How long have you guys been together?
Almost 4 years, like 3.5 years.
You guys been living here the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. He's never been to the doctor or to the hospital during that time?
He and his brother got into a really bad argument at one point. He had to have facial reconstruction, but he had been in the hospital from that. And then I talked him into going to see like a regular physician so he could get just like a regular like checkup thing. Yeah. But there were no red flags.
How long ago was that?
The surgery or the doctor?
Both.
The surgery I think was at this point what? 2 years maybe? 2.5 years. The checkup was probably a good 2 years too.
Okay.
And the suitcase is still in there?
Yep.
Is it normally stored down there? Did you guys travel recently?
No, he was going to start putting some of the, what do you call it, donation in there. So that's why
it's out?
Yes.
Okay. You guys didn't recently travel somewhere or anything like that?
Okay, so that's her explanation as to why the suitcase just happened to be out in the middle of the living room. He was putting some sort of donations in there. I guess they were going to donate it to charity or something. So that's why it was there. And some interesting questions have come in while we had this briefly paused. Vel with the get in the suitcase. The only rule was stay out of the suitcase. Like, if anybody ever asks you to get in a suitcase and let them zip you up in it, say no. Say no. He probably could have gotten out if he was awake and alert. I don't think so. He was awake. He was alert. He couldn't breathe. But the problem is they don't have suitcases don't have double-sided zippers. The zipper is on the outside. So if you're zipped up and the zipper is closed completely, there's no inside zipper to pull. So you're kind of screwed in that regard. Janice MB says the hide and seek thing is just weird to me. I just don't know any adults who play hide and seek without children. Well, I mean, let's take it another step. What kind of hide and seek is it if you say, let's play hide and seek? I know. Here, let me put you in this suitcase. It'll be fun. That's not really hide and seek now, is it? This hide and seek thing makes no sense. AZ Roberts again. Jeff, could the police officer asking if they can go in the house be coercion because she's under stress? No. Now that wouldn't rise to the level of coercion. They asked her nicely. She said, yeah. They didn't threaten her. They didn't pressure her. They didn't do it. They just simply said, hey, do you mind if we go in? She's like, nope, go right ahead. That would be a non-starter of a legal issue as far as I'm concerned. And Mariko True, how are you doing, Mariko True? Was the suitcase canvas-sided? Yes. Second, if you can see the suitcase if you go to the very beginning of the stream, if he had a syringe on him, could he have poked small holes through the material? Yes, he could have poked. If he knew the syringe was in there, and he could have poked very, 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 very tiny needle-sized holes in the cloth, which the cloth would probably already have, being cloth. Dude, it wouldn't be punching air-sized holes in there. Yeah, so that maybe I watched too many MI movies, murder investigation movies. Is that it? Is that what MI is? But yeah, you watch too many movies. Turn off the TV. Just kidding, Mariko. Yeah, no, that wouldn't have done any good. She would have poked needle-sized holes. If you ever get your hand on a syringe, try to breathe through a needle, and you'll see how that works. Right. Oh, Mission Impossible. Yeah, right. All right, that's it. Let's continue. Thank you very much for those questions and comments, because we are a commentary channel. And thank you to the 618 people here that are watching right now. You guys could be anywhere on planet Earth doing anything, but you chose to be here with us. We got about 15 more minutes to go.
Zipped them up. Did you move the bag around and mess with them at all, or you just zipped it up and walked away?
I both were laughing about it, but I went upstairs and I fell asleep.
Okay. But what position was he in when you put him when he went in? Was he sitting on his rear end and his head up, and he just kind of bent over?
Okay, so like this is the suitcase. Like this was his head, and then his knees right here, and his feet were down.
So he was laying on his side.
Yes. Laying on his side.
Closed the flap and zipped it around.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe we were playing.
Understandably. Okay.
So he said that I needed to tell you guys about his family. Like, who do I talk to about that?
We're gonna do that once we walk through and see.
We were playing murder.
I'm telling you, like,
this is gonna be a
I'm
while.
afraid for my life. I want you to know that. I am afraid for my life. His family have never liked me. I'm the blue-eyed white devil.
Uh-oh. Let's inject a little racism in here, shall we? I'm a blue-eyed white devil to his family. Let's put that on our list, shall we? Let's put that in our notes. I'm a blue-eyed white devil. White devil. His family never liked me. You didn't like me. You never liked me. Sorry, went all Rocky Horror there for a minute. His family never liked me. There. Ooh, notes. So yeah, she went racist. All right.
They've never liked me. They've never taken me in. They've never accepted me. I'll put it that way.
Have you called any of them?
We talked to his daughters yesterday.
No, I mean, like, about this. Does
No.
anyone know? Okay.
That's
so
why
no one's gonna know until we will be making that notification. So
they're gonna kill me.
Okay. Well,
do they live local?
Yes.
They're gonna kill me just like I killed George.
Kids are going to kill me in Philadelphia. They're going to kill me. This was not intentional.
Okay.
And they're not going to understand that. They're not going to accept it.
We're gonna do a thorough investigation, and we will definitely make sure that you don't feel scared when we leave here. Okay.
When my 9-year-old.
Well, he's at school. He's with your husband.
I know. Well,
ex-husband.
Your husband said that, or your ex-husband said he made arrangements for your 9-year-old to be picked up.
Oh, okay, Mom. Probably. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're going to go inside if that's okay.
Yes, please, but you guys just keep me posted.
Of course.
So I know what's going on.
Yes, ma'am. All you have to do is get their attention if you have a question or you need to talk to us. He's standing right there. She'll be right here.
Yeah. Okay, but will you guys tell me, like, so you're telling me, like, you won't call whoever
No, Steve, he was Hispanic.
without telling me, right?
No.
I mean, I have all their phone
And we're not calling. We're not making phone calls. We're actually going to speak to them in person.
Yeah.
We
That'll
are.
be later
They're
on.
going to, okay.
It'll
You'll
be
know
later.
prior to us making any
I'm
contact.
not going to be here. They're going to kill me.
Okay.
We'll address all of that, okay, before we leave. Okay?
This was.
Okay? Okay. Thank you.
You got to wonder if these neighbors over here realize that there was a death next door. That they spent the night next to a dead body.
Okay. Thank you.
Just stay seated, okay, Sarah? I know you're panicking, okay? Just relax. We'll come and talk to you. We'll keep checking on you.
All right, more talking amongst themselves. Strawberry's mad that I'm not paying attention to her. She's grumping over here. Ooh, there's an out of focus house. The out of focus interior of the house. Neighbors knew how unhinged he was. Now there's the two neighbors next door, Vincent and I can't think of the other guy's name, but we watched their questioning by the police, and I cannot for the life of me find those videos. If anybody has the raw video of the two next door neighbors interview, Vincent was one of them, and Brian or Brent or Brett or somebody was the other guy. Because one of them said that he heard a noise like something heavy being pushed down the stairs. Oh my gosh. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
They're coming out now. I'll get you somebody, okay? She wants to say something. She wants to talk. I'm on. Yeah.
Well, we're
You don't
here,
know
so
anything though, like why or how?
So we will not know the answer to that because we're not. So what's going to happen is he's going to go to the medical examiner's office and he'll have what's called an autopsy. Yeah. That'll be first thing tomorrow morning. I'll know a lot, hopefully a lot more tomorrow morning as far as him. But I cannot, there's no way I could say how, why.
So just by looking at him, like, why is he purple?
Oh, that's normal when someone passes away. Lividity turn.
as soon as the heart stops beating.
Hi, everybody. I'm back. I apologize, but I'm going to make you go back and watch all that again because I want to see it. Soft
They're coming out
chat.
now. I'll get you somebody, okay? She wants to say something. She wants to talk. I'm on. Yeah.
Well, we're
You don't
here,
know
so
anything though, like why or how?
So we will not know the answer to that because we're not. So what's going to happen is he's going to go to the medical examiner's office and he'll have what's called an autopsy. Yeah. That'll be first thing tomorrow morning. I'll know a lot, hopefully a lot more tomorrow morning as far as him. But I cannot, there's no way I could say how, why.
So just by looking at him, like, why is he purple?
Oh, that's
Why is he purple? Because he's dead? I don't know. I'm no doctor, but I'm guessing he's purple because he's dead. Sarah, you're an A+ student. You're in the honor roll. Remember, you know why he's purple.
that's normal when someone passes away. Lividity turn.
as soon as the heart stops beating, the blood starts to settle to the lowest points of the body, and then it becomes very pronounced. So that's called what happens then.
I'm like really scared. I want you guys to know that.
You
Like,
have, look around, you have all these deputies here, so while we're here, nothing's going to happen to you before we go and make any notifications.
Did you find that convincing? I'm really scared. I just want you guys to know that. Did that sound particularly convincing to you that she sounded scared? I'm really scared. I just want you guys to know that.
You'll have plenty of time to leave or do
run.
Whatever you need to do.
Wait, did she say run? Or was it what? You'll have plenty of time to do whatever you need to do. Run? She did not say run. Oh, come on. Come on now.
You have all these deputies here, so while we're here, nothing's going to happen to you before we go and make any notifications. You'll have plenty of time to leave or do
run.
She did say run. Holy shit. And they let her go. She did. You'll have plenty of time to do anything you need to do. Run. Oh, no. No, Sarah. You ain't running nowhere. Oh, my God. She said run. She just said she's going to run. How did these cops just like say, we'll see you tomorrow? Why would she need to run? Because George's family was going to kill her. His brothers were going to kill her because she's a blue-eyed white devil. Hey, Hayden from Law News and Laughter with Algae Overload says, yeah. Wow. Una707 says, wow. Me too. Huh. All right. She did say run.
Whatever you need to do. Okay? And we can talk about that more in length. But yeah, it's not going to be a surprise.
Real quick, and then, but like, I don't like this was totally like not intentional.
It was
like,
totally like not intentional,
that's
Dave.
what I'm scared about too. Like,
We'll have all the answers. We'll have a lot more answers tomorrow after medical examiner looks at it, like you said.
And that is correct. Purple or blue is livor mortis, not to be confused with rigor mortis. That's a different thing.
Medical history that I know of. For him to have passed away, we come out.
I know.
We come out and do an investigation. Medical examiner's office, we send people out. This is what we do. If he was 75 years old and had a history of heart condition, we wouldn't be here.
I just don't know what I don't know what it is.
Exactly. And that's what we're here to find out. We're just here to get the answers. The answers that you want, the answers that his family's going to want.
I just really want to see my son. Like, I really need to see my son.
Well.
I mean, I know I can't go anywhere, but. Right. So, do I just, like, sit out here and wait for you guys?
If you would, yes, please.
Is anybody else having to show up, or everybody's here that needs to be here?
My team's here that needs to be here. The medical examiners will show up when we call them, but we're not ready for them yet. So they're going to take him. They're going to take some photos, take him, but that's towards the end of it. And they'll be called well in advance when we're ready for them, but we're not ready for them at this point. So we won't be calling them quite yet. Okay. So like I said, I got to go do some paperwork. They're going to chat with some people, and then we're going to come back and talk to you if you're okay with that.
Yes,
so just give us a little bit more time. Like I said, I need to go and do that, and he's going to go do this.
So, but do you guys tell his family like today or after tomorrow?
No, they're not going to. Are you going to tell his family like today? No, they're just going to keep it a secret that their family member is dead for a week, Sarah.
We have to. It's the
law. We have to go make contact with your family.
Yeah.
They have to be notified.
Once our investigation is pretty much complete here, once we leave here, we will be going to.
But again, you'll know. We're not going to just go and do it without you knowing. You'll know. We'll talk to you prior to doing anything like that.
But how? I mean, I understand what you guys and how you do it, and you know. So, but like, what do you just tell him? What do you tell his parents? Like, what's the reason he passed away?
We tell them what we know at that point.
Yeah.
We tell them the truth.
And that we're going to be waiting for the autopsy results, and I will be at the autopsy in the morning, and hopefully the doctor will be able to give me some of what they think and see.
We'll give them their number. They can contact them and get it from them.
Just taking notes
Yeah,
here.
they're gonna know what we're here, what we're investigating, and that they're
gonna think I killed him.
Yeah, they're going to think, you know what, Sarah, spoiler alert. The vast majority of the world thinks you killed him. Just a little FYI there, Sarah. It's not just his family that thinks he killed him. Most people do.
Said that. They've always have said that. I told you it's because
See that right there. We heard it before. His family has previously said that she's going to kill him one day. That's an important thing to put in the note. Thought she would kill him one day. Now that's a weird thing for a family to think, isn't it? It's like you're saying, oh, they're going to think I killed him. They've always said that. Yeah, that's a little weird, isn't it? As bad as it was for my ex and I, neither one of our families thought either one of us would one day kill the other. Yeah, that's a really weird thing for someone to say.
We'll give them their number. They can contact them and get it from them.
But yeah, they're gonna know what we're here, what we're investigating, and that
they're gonna think I killed him.
Why would they?
They always have said that. They've always have said that.
They're gonna think I killed him. Well, why would you say that? Because they've always said that I'm gonna kill him one day. Shh. Don't say that to the cops.
I told you it's because I'm the blue-eyed white dragon. That's what they call me. Because they don't want him with me. So he's basically just not really been around his family because he chooses me over them.
So not wanting you to be around him
Even after I've been
and saying you're going to kill him, those are different.
Unforgiving, where they've never accepted me, and everybody in his family has heard to kick my ass. So especially his sister.
Air quotes. His sister's going to kick my ass. Air quotes.
He had to pull her off me one time.
Do you have somewhere safe that you can go tonight?
Both my parents are deceased, my grandparents are deceased, and my aunt and uncle are deceased. I got nobody. I have a brother that's in the Marines, and I've got another one that's in jail.
Unless the brother that's Marines, is he local?
No. Well, he's in Altamont, but I think he's doing whatever Marine thing he's doing. But the only way...
Your phone's inside, correct?
Yes.
Does he have a phone?
No.
He doesn't have a phone.
He used my phone.
He uses your phone.
Yeah, we
Okay,
did it
share
together.
phone. So
That's the backhoe coming to dig a deep hole for her.
Is over to Brian's house. So I don't think he'll have a problem with it.
okay.
So
Well, like I said, we're not going to leave here. If you do not feel safe, we are not going to leave here with you not feeling safe, because then we're liable.
and then his ex-wife in Philadelphia,
Well, she's in Philadelphia, but yes.
there's gonna be a funeral.
Right. That you're talking like days and weeks.
No,
I'm talking right here, right now.
I know.
So let me do my investigation. Let me go do this paperwork that I'm talking about, because we can go back and forth about what ifs like all day long.
I know, sorry.
I promise we're not going to leave here for you and you not feel safe. Okay. I promise.
Please. Okay. It's just, I don't even know what to tell you.
It's okay. Just
Tell
take
them
a seat,
nothing,
have some
Sarah.
water. give
Tell
us
them
a few
nothing.
minutes, let us do our thing, and we'll be back to talk to you, I promise, okay?
Like you said, you need us again, just let them know.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Martina, you need to
Yeah.
go ahead and type.
Okay.
Sit down and type and keep like eyes on.
How can the cops see anything in that house? It's
That's
so
not my-
blurry inside.
Okay, that's fine. You're right there, right?
Yeah.
Sit there and type, you're fine. I have relief coming, so just give it.
All right. We are at the end of the investigation. Doom. Okay. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Well, children should not be watching the show. But people. That is the end of the Sarah Boone arrest video. Let me read a couple of things here real quick. Do not go anywhere. Just stay right there for about 5 more minutes. We got 617 people here. Don't you dare go anywhere. Just hang tight. Hang tight. Like, we got to talk. We got to talk, chat. Hang on. Morak 101 says, my mom is in surgery right now. Thanks for the distraction, Jeff. Morak 101, it's always a stressful time, even if it's a tiny, simple surgery. I don't know what kind of surgery. This is none of my damn business, but blessings to your mother. You bless the doctors to have the expertise they need to do the surgery and to guide their hands. Shout out to your mom. She recorded herself laughing as he was dying. How do you get around that? Well, do you want the legal answer or the real answer? The real answer is you don't. The illegal answer is perhaps she was feeling symptoms of intoxication, and it wasn't a proper response, but we can chalk that up to the alcohol. They were having fun. Remember, she told the police they were having fun. See, she was laughing. Okay, that's a really weak argument, but that's the best I can come up with on the spur of the moment. So thank you for that. All right, chat. Here's what you need to know. Are 18 of you left? Stop leaving, people. We got 600 people still here. Good. Hit the like button while I'm explaining this, by the way, and the subscribe button and the notification. Do all the YouTubey things. Here's what's happening over the next possibly 3 weeks. Tomorrow, we're going to be watching the interrogation video. The next day, we're probably going to be watching this hearing, the hearing that is going to be starting in about 2 hours from now, 4 hours from now, I guess. 2, 3, 4 hours, whatever the hell it is. There's a hearing today. We'll probably be covering that on Friday. And then Monday is the start of the Sarah Boone trial. After all of this time, they're starting on Monday, October 7th. They'll be starting, of course, with jury selection. Voir dire, as they call it out there in Utah, which is exactly how you should pronounce it. Don't buy into this voir dire stuff. It's voir dire. Trust me, it's voir dire. That's how we pronounce it at home. They'll start with the jury selection. Let's call it jury selection. We know how to pronounce jury selection. The chances of that being streamed is incredibly slim because it's boring as shit. But if it is for some reason streamed, we'll be watching that. But assuming it's not, what I plan on doing is doing part 3 of our Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game playthrough. We're in the middle of a trial. We have our second trial. Poor old Phoenix Wright is in the middle of trial 2. They've finished their trial for the day, and they're going to be coming back tomorrow. We need to finish that trial. So Monday, if jury selection is not streamed, we will play some Phoenix Wright game together, complete with me doing character voice acting. It'll be fun. And that's it. As soon as they go live with the arguments, we'll follow those and we will go through. They say it's scheduled for 13 minutes. It's scheduled for, it should take about 13 minutes. It's scheduled for 3 weeks. I can't imagine it going 3 weeks, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Do not miss the Sarah Boone coverage because, quite frankly, in my never to be humble opinion, I am the greatest law fluencer out there. I am the king of law tubes, whether you agree with me or not. It's what's up in here. So you're going to want to follow that with me because, quite frankly, you guys are awesome. I have the greatest chat in the entire interwebs, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this. And by fun, I mean, there'll be some shenanigans, but we will treat this seriously. It'll be a trial. We'll give you our comments and our insight as we go along. Now, with that having been said, I have a hard out right now. I need to set us up to go on over to Megan Fox. Megan Fox has told me I need to be over there to do something. I got no idea what it is I'm doing over on Megan Fox's stream, but we're going to find out together. We're going to find out what I'm doing. So let me go into my studio here, and I'm lining us up to go to Megan. We need to go to Megan Fox. There's just no question. So please, while I'm doing this, make sure this is your final opportunity, live anyway. You can still do it on the replay. To hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You're going to want to do this. Subscribe to the channel. We're awesome. We're great. Give me a chance. Take a chance on me. Take a chance on me. Take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance. Chance. Probably olds in the audience. That's a classic song. All right. I am setting up the customization. I would love to have your subscriptions. Really, really, I would. We're inching our way towards 81,000 subscribers. We're a little less than 400 subscribers away from 81,000. I want to be at 81,000 by the end of the Sarah Boone trial. So help me out there. We need that 100,000 play button. We need that. We need it. I can smell it. It's still really far away, but I can smell it because I have a good nose. Megan Fox, where are you? I'm trying to transfer over to her. Megan Fox. I have to search for it. Megan Fox. Not the thumbs, the other one. There we are. Got it. We're going to send you on over to Megan Fox right now, where I will be joining her very, very shortly. And guys, I will see you tomorrow. Same time. 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. UK, 10 p.m. Korea time, and 11 p.m. Australia Eastern Standard Time. And for those of you that have been taking the like and subscribe poll, the what should we call the official cocktail of the Sarah Boone trial? 12% of you said we're going to call it the Boontang contradiction. 22% of you said we're going to call it the pro bono Boontang. 23% of you said we're going to call it the Boontang hide and seek. And the winner by a clear, nearly
exactly twice as many votes with 43% of the vote. We are going to be calling the official cocktail of the Sarah Boone trial the Boone Tang Suitcase. The Boone Tang cocktail is just vodka and tang. Boone Tang Suitcase. All right, that's it, everybody. Look on over to Megan Fox. Tell her I'm right behind you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. Take care for the police interrogation video from Strawberry, from Yoda, who's out there on the veranda. Me, Legal Vices, saying wherever you go, whatever you do, whoever you do it with, make sure you enjoy your Legal Vices. Go say hi to Megan Fox. You will not regret it. Bye.